also 3 facing from the CT side has come in favor of the CT side. I was going to say quite a bit.
Just looking real good to start off with for the pistol here for Fnatic. This JW
test that I'm excited for their opening game. They won it pretty decently up against Movistar. Two of the players already tagged up towards the bomb site, and Crims has been finished off. He was the one that was just barely hanging on to life at that point. Get right, also in a very good spot to cut off the rotation through mid.
Getting a bit of extra utility as well, and that actually works out fine to start off with.
The ability to split towards A, the ability to split towards B as well, of course. And
essentially found something here if he checks the angles. First, it's Holsek. He's hold onto the bomb sites. A bit of a gamble here for Fnatic, but JW changing up his position, but he gets taken down by Holsek as well. Crims does answer back, but another triple from Holsek here on Holsek. That's an important kill. We've seen already how crucial he can be in these rounds. Great stuff here from Crims. A nice little double. Gonna be all on get right and through the smoke. You managed to find one over towards the B bomb site. Holsek, he's lurking towards A. That Exist is actually doubling back closer towards the A bomb site. Again, Holsek. Yet another. The A bomb site. Oh my god. Another triple from Holsek. Allows them to get a different angle up on the staircase and make sure they don't get peeked out by the normal defensive holds. Both took a lot of damage early. Now another great boost coming in. It's Brolin on top and Exist to go down. Crims with the final frag for the round, and that he is forced to stick the plan and will actually get it.
He gets it.
How did he take? They do have a kit in play though. So a bit of extra time to work with. Forest catching one through. Nice check the angle here from Forest. Pushing through the smoke. It's gonna be a 1-on-2. Oh no. Crims, he's just rushing forward.
Yes,
there's
anyway,
no more time for Exist.
At least, I guess for an offer that is a thing.
Safe
you have the feeling of clicking right click at least before you shoot, but damn, okay. Got a little bit of a
down by Get Right. One player close by, that's going to be Golden. He catches the first, gets the second as well.
I don't think the flash went quite as intended either. Didn't go over the ledge, so Golden not getting blinded other way.
Damage dealt towards Dignitas. Dignitas, they already have a decent amount of utility behind them actually, so he cannot cover the angle. Get Right still posted up in a good position. That's a very important shot. Gets the second as well. Finally got to get taken down by Golden. This is so smart from Golden, just rushing away. And JW, he's holding the angle. He gets a quad kill for the round. I could be proven wrong. That has happened before, once or twice. Freiburg catching the first hit with the Desert Eagle. They might not even need these upgraded weapons. Indeed they do, as Forest does find a double of his own. Okay. Just throwing the AWP away, making sure that they cannot pick it up. Freiburg jump peeking on the self-boost. Almost catches one through the smoke here. Good reaction from Flusher. Oh my god. Again, favoring Dignitas here. Do have one man advantage, make that 2, make that 3. Holsek. WP is still hitting the shots. Flusher. He is known as Senor Vac.
Do that. One round, that's all they need to go ahead and close this one out and move on with a 1-0 lead. Round for Dignitas overtime. Looking a little bit more likely now, as that is an interesting jump up from Holsek, already being low. Ronan decides to try and follow up, but really in the control of Fnatic right now. And there goes Freiburg.
Fnatic looking to bring this one into OT, and it seems increasingly unlikely. Exist down fairly soon here. And indeed, Crims will do the trick. Overtime it is.
Three together, Holzer coming in. And he has been looking good on the up again here as we kick off the opening round of overtime. Brolin finds both kills peeking out from the alley. Manages to transfer down after getting the initial headshot, and Holzer Get Right falls as well. Exist now being overwhelmed completely as they decide to just hunt down the frag. Crims gets it. A is gone. And the kills just continue to go in favor of Fnatic. Freiburg's left alone. His position's known at this point as he's gotten himself.
Tiny amount of damage through the plywood. Head right, just getting the weapon in time for Golden. Sound like he might have been rotating. That wasn't the case. Beautiful flashbangs here. Crims finds the first. Get Right answers back, but Golden takes him down. Holsek needs to come up big, and he does time and time again. He'll do it once more. Holsek. Beautiful double. All on Brolin. No time left to work with. Exists.
Trading back and forth, and this one Holzer already kicking it off with a quick headshot. Smoke's also being down. They should be planting that Molotov, though, going to make things very difficult for Exist. He manages to get the bomb down, but does immediately die, unable to escape. Fortunately for Dignitas, though, Forrest in the meantime has picked up a couple of kills for himself, trying to remain aggressive, though. Has now been thrown out. The bomb is beginning to tick away. Halzerg already has the angle lined up, and it's just such an easy spam once the bomb's tapped. Fortunately for Fnatic, they were...
A good comeback in the last couple of rounds of regulation. Was Dignitas with a pretty good comeback in the last couple of rounds for the first overtime. Freiburg making it even better here is Get Right.
Managed to hold the Dignitas players off for now. So the bomb, it is going to be going down. Never mind. Halzerg gets a wall bang, apparently. Golden dropped the bomb plant, denied it's left in towards the bomb site itself, but now Fnatic have to try and fight back in to recover it, and so far they're only managing to trade it out. Get Right able to return one quickly. JW on the op fortunately does step up to take down Halzerg, but it's still in favor of Dignitas right now, and with the bomb being planted, it was all on JW to actually try and cover it, and unfortunately he's not able to make that happen. Forrest and Get Right with the 2 final kills close this one out for Dignitas in the second overtime cross, and then JW trying to actually go through the smoke does go down, and there's a chance to maybe stop that bomb plant. Won't be successful, but it doesn't matter when the kills just continue in their favor before the retake is actually allowed to come true, and he doesn't do too bad, gets himself one, as did Flusha, but of course with the utility as well to help them, the flash is coming over. We do see so far most of the kills going over towards Dignitas. Halzerg gets flashed in, was actually blinded, but found himself 2 kills either way, and JW actually
taking a good chunk of damage. They are going to be pushing in towards the side. Freiburg does have the defuse kit and will find the frag onto Crims, but they need to get on the bomb rather quickly in Freiburg. They're going to be pushing forward instead. Oh, JW, he misses his opportunity. He doesn't have the time, though. Fnatic picks up the round.
That's the 3s as well, then. I have no idea. Quite a lot, though. Teams have been...
What, quick about it. That's a good frag from Brolin. Exist deciding to rush through the smoke. Get Right with that Desert Eagle, finding the double. Almost connecting on the triple here.
Well, can post up and hope that they push him down for the quick headshots. Or push him down for the quick headshots, rather. Indeed, the first player being dropped as he tapped the bomb. Brolin now just shoulder peeking, trying to play the time as much as he can. And, of course, Forrest getting ready to swing and eventually gets the kill, but he doesn't have enough time for the defuse now. The Bison is a very interesting choice. My auto director not watching it as he pushed up Banana, but he was able to find the frag. Being traded, but Fnatic with that have gotten themselves the full Banana control and another couple of kills.
There's a huge gap in it. JW trying to use that gap. The timing for that peak. Finds it the second time around on the Forest, though, and JW with a triple. Pay for a bit. The rest of them pushing in from construction back. Get Right looking for more. He finds it. Flusha up close and personal, but it's going to be Get Right with the quad kill. Picks up the defuse kit. And there should be just enough time for this defuse. Actually, plenty of time for it.
That now Dignitas forcing into this round. If it doesn't work out, there's a similar buy in the next one, potentially. So they do need this if they don't want to allow for Fnatic. Maybe got himself a kill. Brolin actually realized that there was some aggression coming down mid, and hoping to be able to catch any players if they do decide to come through the smoke, and they line up perfectly. He doesn't even have to see both of them.
Brolin needs to come up big for this one. Forrest! Great reactional shot. Takes care of Brolin. Natos in the opposite direction. That's going to deal with. Who takes care of Exist. Still got more players. They're in the pit position. Flusha trying to connect the headshot here. Will eventually do it. But Forrest, no more time for Flusha. And Forrest, he's just hiding away in pit position. That's going to do the trick. Flusha finds the frag. But pistol does go in favor of Dignitas.
Bit of a face in towards the bomb site. If he went down, it could have been very awkward, but he does in the end. Now it's the 1 versus 1 for Exist. Doesn't realize that second player is coming in from the spawn as well.
We've seen in clutch situations like this before. That's a good first. Gotta be looking for the second as well, and he will find it. Halzerg on Inferno. Golden finds the second as well. He is going to be looking for a little bit more here through the edge of the smoke, but can't ride through the smoke entirely. Gets a double. Almost connects the triple down towards CT as well. JW quickly traded out by Brolin. Get Right left alone. That's a nice burst and drops down to find potentially the second. JW is looking to shut him down. Oh no! Oh!
No time. I mean, yeah, that was just weird. Struggles to get the kill with Halzerg being tagged up by a Molotov and forced out of his position. Did manage to set himself up towards the pillar, but still ends up going down without being able to find anything. Forest only able to get one, but as does Get Right. Now he has an opportunity. Unfortunately, the bomb's actually just being stuck. The smoke making it so difficult for him to stop it. And although he was so low on health, he's not even able to hit that one
bomb site. JW gotta deny the bomb plant. That's so big. Forest could potentially hit the wall bang, and that's exactly what he'll do.
At this point, Dignitas, they're just going to have to come in to beat. There is a smoke down, making things much more difficult for them. And Golden on the AWP is doing a good job as he's gone ahead and gotten himself two already. The boost as well coming in. The spam is an interesting choice because it could have given it away. Halzerg is able to react and flick up the JW, but it doesn't seem to matter at this point for Dignitas because they are just overwhelmed by the numbers of Fnatic. The fact that they aren't close as of yet, and you can see with that, they just want to try and throw the flash over, drop down the smokes while on the fly. The hope really was to be able to catch these players off guard, but that is not what's happening. One before going down has put this into the 4v1 now. Around the edge of that smoke, I'm not sure if Flusha had vision, but either way, lined it up. Perhaps based on the audio, takes down Get Right to 60. So not only have Dignitas lost the player early in this round, they've also been chipped away at a little bit further on a couple of the players as well by the utility. JW finds two Crims and Brolan then locking it down as well. It actually gives Flusha the time to go around towards construction where he can be a little bit more useful. That flash in from JW who throws it over, and he decides he wants to just push up through the smoke. And he was able to go ahead and find himself an easy kill, double down as well from Forest on the AWP, leaving it all on the JW and Flusha to try and save the day. And that wraparound from Flusha, able to even catch JW, but not quite on time. So the bomb is going to be getting planted, and now it comes into the 2v2. Both players trying to push in at the same time, hoping to catch them off guard as the bomb was being planted, but Flusha was ready for it. Player peek in on mid, find info and potentially frag early on, which they do indeed manage to get, instantly realizing that in the meantime the commitment's coming in towards B. Crim's being forced out by the Molotov, but was still able to find himself one kill, and JW on short is just destroying them right now, 1 on 3, and he's also being flanked by Flusha, which initially...
Not enough to take him down just yet. Oh, this here from Crims could be big, and indeed it is. It's a great kill, very important. Golden catches one as well. Crims with yet another. Flusha with the final 2. The
round pretty much just unraveled for Dignitas. Looking like a very quick B play is going to be coming in right now. Molotov went straight over. Unfortunately, a bit of utility from the CT side as well manages to delay the monster part of the push, which just gives Crims such an easy time.
In between two mollies, but obviously Dignitas just extinguishing them with a smoke. Brolan, beautiful stuff on the FAMAS. He goes down to Brolan as well. Brolan.
Read already from Fnatic. They do have 3 players around this area just because of the fact that they've gotten so aggressive towards B. They had the info, they had the control, and Golden has all the frags so far. Eventually JW joins in. Golden will go down, but it's not a big deal when you have so much
money already built up here for Fnatic. Brolan, he continues. Yet another. He gets the double to start off with for this round. It's on Freiburg, Get Right, Forest to try and bring the ball back. JW, he's not done yet with that AWP.
No, definitely not. I mean, that's why I was expecting it to at least be a competitive game, but it's just not happening. The JW just straight up killed 2 of them through smoke there. Decides that he eventually wants to push through the short one as well. Gets another kill with the op and then come back. I was about to say, it looks like the spam's going to come in. The fact that right now Fnatic, of course, have all the momentum. I wouldn't say that's really the case, but plan about where they want to actually finish this round, and it looks like it's still towards B, but they have no idea.
Half of overpass. That's a nice shot from Exist, but Brolan close by, down towards low. It's not looking great, and again, I think that might be a bit of an understatement here. Might get their first round up. Never mind.
So close.
Never mind. Fall short down towards the lower bracket. There is definitely still a chance of them qualifying for the minor.
JW completely blind on that last kill right there from behind the pillar.
Just go up in flames. That's a good start to it. Forest, Freiburg, Get Right, all of them chiming in for a couple of frags here. 4 in total. It's going to be Forest finding the final one for the round as well. Crims posted off. Oh, what a shot from Crims. Takes care of Exist. There is another player close by. He actually drops down in towards the site. What is happening? Mostly an eco here for Fnatic. Upgraded pistols.
Some very easy shots. And you can see, I think he kind of realizes this. He's not really trying anymore. Eventually just throws his weapons away, realizing it is impossible. And there it is. Fnatic, they move on to the European minor.